Aloha, everyone. This is Ashley from ECETI. Thanks for listening to the playback for the call we did this morning on January 27th. For those that were interested in volunteering for the road show we've got coming up, I'm going to just play the presentation that we did, and then I'll come back at the end with a couple comments. All right, so enjoy, and I'll see you again at the end. So anyways, now, how many of you have not been to ECETI yet?
I haven't, Robert.
Robert, okay, and Doug?
I haven't.
And who is
Birdie?
And what your name is? The beautiful woman on the phone, what's your name?
Oh, well, thank you. This is Birdie. I haven't been there yet.
Hi, Birdie. Well, welcome. Well,
hi.
Thank you guys for reaching out, and that's a big part of why we're doing this road show. I started it last year. You know, I know that everyone would love to see James, and James can only do so many things at one time. And so this is kind of the road show intention, is to help kind of build that community and spread the word and be able to make connection with people that have been part of our family for a while but may not have been able to come to the ranch itself. What you're looking at here is something that our beautiful family member Sean created for us last year as that welcome to the ranch. You probably all know, come on, go to the next one, there we go, that ECETI stands for Enlightened Contact with Extraterrestrial Intelligence. And with what's happening now with disclosure, quote unquote, and some of the government coming in, starting to leak out things, but we truly feel that it's all manipulation and the intention is still to control. So be aware if you start hearing a lot of things being pumped in about potential attack or fear or viruses coming from off-world. We all know there are negative influences. We'll talk about that in a second. But, you know, last year at the Scottsdale UFO conference, when I was there manning a booth for ECETI, people were so excited about this disclosure thing. Everybody's talking about disclosure. And my question always is, if the government comes out and discloses that they've known about UFOs and star beings for a while, how will that change your life? And what does needing someone else to confirm something, how does that empower you? So no matter what the government says or anyone else says, the true connection and disclosure is coming from the heart. And you'll hear James on a lot of his interviews this year talking about that, the importance of that connection, right? And many of us think we can't do it. And that's part of what this roadshow is about. Part of what this year at ECETI is about is supporting people and expanding into that space. So one of the things that we always do at the ranch is we do this healing negative influences process. It is one of James's foundational tools, and it is an important way to keep your space clear. And what we say is whenever you don't like what you're feeling, do the clearing. So it doesn't mean just because things are going bump in the night. It might be because emotionally you're feeling a little bit sensitive, feeling gray, feeling that people around you are really irritable. We have a beautiful sister whose dogs right now are picking up all of what's going on in the collective consciousness in the heart and acting strange. So if you'll bear with me, this is a big part of the tradition at ECETI where we do this first. So we're just going to take 5 minutes and do the clearing. You just want to close your eyes, and if it doesn't resonate for you, just tell your higher self not to connect in. That's fine. Trust your own mastery. So just take some long, slow, deep breaths and connect into your heart. With each breath in and each breath out, just finding that centered space within. As we give thanks to our mental bodies for all that they do to help us navigate through the 3D world. But for now, just inviting our mental body to be the observer. And through your breath, connecting into the wisdom of the heart, because the electromagnetic field of the heart is 5,000 times more powerful than that of the mental body. So you don't think yourself to contact with multidimensional beings or your own multidimensional self. It is that intention from the heart. So on your next big in-breath into your heart, when you exhale, feel, imagine, or know there's a golden white orb of light expanding beyond your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, sealing off your energy fields to all but your own divine light self, divine God self, divine goddess self, divine Buddhic self, whatever language resonates with you. And just breathe in that frequency. Imagining what it might feel like to truly remember the light being that you are. Not something that you have to become, but something that you already are. You're simply remembering. And if your mental body feels distracted by the noise, just say, every sound I hear is making me deeper. For the next 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out, just play with pulsing this light around you. Being the light being that you are. And as that continues, as your higher self has sealed off your energy field to all but your own divine light self, we invite your higher self to allow communication with benevolent beings from the 5th dimension of unity, consciousness, and above. And let go of worrying if you're doing it right or wrong, for you see it's intention, not perfection. The intention of the heart allows your higher self to create that field. The questioning of the mental body lowers the energy. So in this space, we welcome in each and every one of your higher selves and my higher self. And your main teacher and guides, whether you know who they are or not, benevolent beings from the 5th dimension and above. We welcome in Bakal, the 17-foot tall lion being from the Syrian star system, protector of the gods and the goddesses and the guardians of universal law. And just from your heart, a smile on your face opens your crown chakra. Just from your heart, play with observing how you perceive Bakal's energy, whether it's a whisper or a hug. Without judging it, just perceive how you feel Bakal's energy, saying hello from your heart. Know that Bakal and Kaha, the female lion being, and all of the lion being star brothers and sisters are here to support you on your journey, and they invite you to call upon them. When you feel you could benefit from additional protection when doing the healing negative influences process. When you feel you would benefit from the courage of the lion's heart. And as that energy with Bakal surrounds you, just take a moment to bring into your mental awareness any things that are challenging in your life right now. Anything that you would like to be cleared, any interference, old thought forms, old limitations, old programs. And then go back into your heart. We ask for each and every one of you to be blessed for all that you are. We ask for clearing of any interference, clearing the path for all of these presentations so that those who are drawn for their highest and best join us at these community gatherings, find family, find a place they can be who they truly are, find support, and know they are not alone. So in doing the healing negative influences process, first, just again, breathe in, imagining the light being that you are. You are not some poor human begging the multidimensionals to rescue you. You are and always have been an infinite being of divine light, simply remembering. My brothers and sisters, the time for being small has ended. The time for owning in your heart the light, love, and truth that you are is now, to blossom, to shine, to be. For as James says, just holding the light that you are makes a big difference on the planet. Even if you're not aware of what your specific mission is, holding the light that you are, you're not even aware of all that happens on the outskirts of your energy fields. And we thank you for who you are. Each stumble and each celebration of the light that you are. And when you hold this space of remembering the light that you are, even if you're imagining it at first, you change your frequency. You connect into the third, fourth, and lower fifth dimensions, and that creates a bridge or a portal between this realm and the benevolent beings of the fifth dimension and above. And understanding the intention that it is through that portal that these lower level entities and thought forms, whether they are greys, reptilians, serpents, hybrids, demonics, gargoyles, discarnate souls, old wounds, it doesn't matter. But when you understand the frequency of absolute love is like a sonic boom, that when you bring that in with the assistance of the beautiful many, these lower level entities cannot exist in that frequency. They need fear, woundedness, distrust, anger, not good enough to feed on. They will do everything they can to put you into fear. Sometimes just laughing at them helps to break it, but it's the confidence within. Yes, they may push back, but again, remember the quantum physics equation that that frequency of that divine love and light, from that intention in your heart, is what clears away those energy fields, clears away those entities. So from that space, taking a deep breath in, again, we set the intention to clear all that has been brought up from our hearts with intention. If you know the words, join along, and if not, just allow them to wash over you. We welcome all entities in love and light. We speak to you all from the Lord, God, Goddess of our being, telling you all, you are healed and forgiven, lifted and enlightened. Healed and forgiven, lifted and enlightened. Filled and surrounded with the divine Christ light, with the divine Goddess love, and we give thanks to the beautiful many for escorting you all to your perfect place. Go in peace. Scan your body. If any parts of your body feel like it's holding on to density, the third eye, the back of the solar plexus, just breathe through those parts of your body. Asking your higher self to recalibrate, release, expand those parts of your energy field and any entities in those areas. If you do not come in the name of divine light, we command that you leave. If you do not come in the name of divine love, we command that you leave. If you do not come in the name of divine truth, we command that you leave. And if you are not part of the awakening and healing process from the Lord, God, Goddess of our beings, with the assistance of the beautiful many, we command that you leave. So be it, and so it is done. Then just fill your heart with the absolute love of Source, knowing you are perfect exactly as you are in this now moment, with all your human individuality and all the light that you already remember you are. Breathe that absolute love up to the top of your head, down to the bottoms of your feet, to the fingertips on your left hand and the fingertips on your right hand, until your entire being is pulsing and receiving this absolute love. When you're ready, send it down the grounding channel, down through your base, out through your earth star, into the core of Gaia. If your eyes are closed, taking a deep breath in, and slowly and gently Coming back to this new now moment and allowing your eyes to open. Everybody doing okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So the Road Show. The topic of the Road Show is multidimensional star nation contact, the true disclosure. And there's about 20 cities plus or minus starting on Tuesday and going till March 19th, 20th, plus a few more after that, such as Vancouver, Spokane, Seattle, an additional webinar. And again, as I mentioned, the purpose of this Road Show is to reach out to our beautiful community and to introduce ECETI and also provide support. So it's going to include education. It's not just a promotion pitch for ECETI. We're going to talk about contact. We'll talk about some of the new remote viewing that's been done from Mount Adams tonight on As You Wish Talk Radio. This is Saturday, January, what's today's date? 27th? That's today's date? Yep. In case someone was listening to the recording, the Road Show, the As You Wish Talk Radio of January 27th, John Vivanco, the remote viewer, is going to talk about his remote viewing of the feline ships and the lights on Mount Adams. It's really exciting. So we're going to do education. We're going to talk about what some people have been experiencing with contact. We're going to talk about the healing negative influences process and do a little bit more meditation and bringing in those beings. One of our intentions is also to do community building. So not everyone is able to come to ECETI, but we're building a stronger community and a stronger network of people who sometimes feel they have no one else they can talk to. Then we'll go into an introduction to ECETI. Probably about half the people usually at these road shows haven't been to the ranch before. So we'll talk about ECETI, talk about James, the mission from ECETI, and what our intention is with that, with our community. Then we'll go into the actual calendar of what's happening. Oops, I spelled ECETI wrong, so I better change that. What's happening at ECETI this year, some of the events. And then in the road show, we'll go into virtual volunteering, some of what you guys are doing, the copywriters are doing, some graphic people, beautiful beings that are helping out. In the road show, we'll talk about our work trade program, whereas if you want to come to one of the workshops we're going to have, you can actually, and finances, if you want to come to a lot of events and you don't have the funds for it, we do have a work trade program. And then we'll also be talking about our seasonal crew opportunities for those that may want to spend 4 months of the year at the ranch this summer. So that's the purpose of the road show, is to go through all this and again to build that community. So there's a lot here. I don't know if you guys can see. Whoops. Okay, go back. Okay, so there's the schedule. So the purpose, so we're talking about that. So the schedule again is Little Rock, Houston. It's on that email that you guys got, but I wanted to have this to refer back to in case you guys had any questions. So Little Rock, Houston. I'm also doing a workshop in Houston with Carrie from the Joyride radio show there. Las Cruces in New Mexico, Tucson, Phoenix. We're still looking for a location. Palm Desert, San Diego. We're still looking for a destination. Orange County. Malibu's confirmed. Las Vegas, Berkeley, Mount Shasta, Ashland, Eugene. Salem, we may move that to another city, Portland, and then also Seattle, Spokane, Bellingham, Yelm, and then Vancouver after April. So this is the schedule, and we can come back to that if you guys are in some of these. So where do we need help? First of all, one of the intentions is creating the ECETI network, the ambassador network. So people that are drawn to help promote and spread the word, and so that's part of what we're looking at. If you happen to be living in one of these cities, Phoenix, San Diego, Orange County, or Salem, or somewhere else in Oregon that you might recommend, those I could still use help finding locations. It's interesting to me how California has been probably one of the most challenging places to actually get venues that are open to what we do, so that's kind of interesting. Promotion. So putting up physical flyers in your area, Facebook postings, social media, local online sites you might be aware of that people go to in your area to find out what's happening. Some people have offered radio shows or internet shows, blurbs and things. So those things, spreading the word just to your friends and families. And then some of the locations, because I'm driving in, Joseph and I are driving in right before the event or the night before, some venues actually want us to get the key the day before. So there may be some help required for that. So that's the advanced help needed. We'll come back to these. On site, the prep work, what I'd love to do is have those that are able to get together an hour, a little bit before, have a cup of coffee and chat. Some of the locations, the venues will set up the rooms. Some of them, that's our responsibility. So the chairs and the tables. Set up the registration area. We'll have James's books and DVDs, a beverage snack station, help with the sound check and setting up the computer screen. So that's the things ahead of time. And then once we start, in some locations, the room may be not really apparent, so we may need some greeters helping to welcome people and show them in. Checking people in, so making sure their name and their email is correct, whether they've paid ahead of time or whether they're paying at the door. And then we're going to do a raffle at each location for a set of James's books. There'll be a couple of handouts. We'll need someone to staff the book sales table, assist with beverage station. Be aware if anybody in the audience has any stuff coming up as we do the meditation portions. And then some of you may be willing to be a local contact if that's in your heart. And that's just if you have that interest. It's not, expected. So the next steps basically are emailing me, or we can talk about it today, depending on with what your name, your cell phone, the city, and where you'd like to assist. So I'm going to go over here and see what questions does that, bring. Anyone have any questions? You could just ask, we don't have that many people on the call. Any questions?
I have a question, Ashley.
Yes, Bonnie.
Do you don't have any venues for Orange County?
Not yet. I tried a yoga place in Long Beach isn't really Orange County, and they said we were too strange. I'm looking at someone recommended the Living Light Temple.
Okay. Yes. I'm familiar with that.
If you have other suggestions.
I probably do. I have a community that I sort of can be, get in contact with. I can start asking.
Great. So I can email you the specs of what I'm looking for.
Okay.
The room size and that kind of stuff.
Okay. So now, are you open to location? Like, are you limited to Long Beach and Encinitas, or would you be willing for like Costa Mesa?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because that I'm seeing probably in maybe Anaheim. What was the one that you mentioned? The Learning Light. Yeah, the Living Light of the Learning. Someone just recommended that today. There's a couple that I know of, but they were already booked, right? So okay. And I would need also dates from you. Yeah, I'll email that to you after we finish. Okay. Okay. That would be a big help. I just want to get an idea, because what I can do is I have a circle, so perfect. I can start putting some feelers out to people that I think would have the information we need. That's awesome. Thank you, Bonnie. Okay. Okay. So now, what about Encinitas? I have one contact that might be a possibility, and I also did a Qigong session in Encinitas at one time. That's fine. I mean, look, I know some people, I was talking to someone in San Diego, she doesn't get on the highway, right? And that's always fun in California, if you don't get on the highway. I can't please everybody. I did try Seaside, and they're not available. So in the Oceanside area, they're not. This would be a small, I mean, it's really awesome, the place. No, it's fine. It's perfect. I'm looking at about 40 people. Some places it might be 7 people, right? I mean, but I'm looking at about 40, because oftentimes at the end it builds. Okay. As we get closer to the event. I have a place called Awakenings that's right here in Laguna Hills. Yeah, is that the bookstore that's in that shopping? Yeah, but tell you, there's a lot of people that
I
came
know, but I checked 3 weeks ago. It looked like their calendar was full, but I'll send you the dates, and if you can check with them, that'd be awesome.
Well, they recently have incorporated, they kind of bought out some of the other ones, like in Costa Mesa, and the name is escaping me, but there's another one in Costa Mesa that they now own. So I'm thinking that might be a possibility, because my idea is they advertise everything.
Right.
And they're kind of well known. They put flyers out. They really kind of help out.
Right. And in some places we're paying a rental fee, and other places we're doing a revenue share.
Okay, well, they're going to want rental fee. I can
that's fine, but some places, when they promote it, they want a revenue share.
Oh.
And we're keeping the cost down low. It's $10 ahead of time, $15 at the door. Just so you guys know, that it's $10 ahead of time, $15 at the door. The intention really is just to cover the cost of the road show, the hotels, the gas, the room rentals. There are a couple of places, like in Eugene, we have this beautiful Native American longhouse that we use. It's part of Lane Community College, and you cannot charge there. So we're doing 3 cans of food, either for the student food bank or for a food bank they choose. And just so you know, if anybody can't afford $10, then they can bring 3 cans of food, and we'll donate to a local food bank. We're not turning anybody away because they can't afford it. The intention is just to help cover some of the costs.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then you and Joseph have your transportation?
Well, we're driving. So yeah, we're driving from here. We're driving cross country. I could use a room one night if possible in that, and because we're staying with friends, Cassie and Linda, I think might still be on the call. We're staying with them in Palm Desert, but then we're going to go, if we do San Diego, and then just drive to the other one and then go back. But you know, it's not a big deal. We can find a hotel if we can't find a couch.
Okay. All right. Just so I have an idea so that I can put my feelers out in the
Awesome. Yep, I'll include that in the email too. No worries.
Okay.
All right. Anybody? What other questions or thoughts do people have?
Hi, it's Cecilia. Also, if you, it's just Ashley. I know no one. Like, I do nothing, and I know no one. So, I'd be happy to help at the event, but the only place I knew of was Seaside.
Yeah. I tried like 3-4 weeks ago, and they just got back to me. They apologized, but they were finalizing their own calendar.
Yeah. So I can totally help at the event.
Perfect.
Or,
when are you going to be in Tucson?
Oh, you know what? I'm actually going there on the 1st.
Okay.
I have to also actually help out my brother. He's having a hard time right now. So yes, I won't be there when you're there.
No, that's okay. But you'll be back in San Diego around the 24th of February.
Oh yeah. No, I'll be back by the 5th or 6th probably.
Okay. All right. And then the other thing is online promotion. You know, if you're comfortable with finding places to pop it online, or Facebook or whatever, that's the other thing where we could use help spreading the word.
I'm not on Facebook.
You're smart. You're my person.
Sure, wherever else I can. And I'm trying to think.
I mean, there's the Reader in San Diego. I haven't had a chance to look and see what the deadline is to get in there, but I'll put you down for at the event, and then we'll chat a little bit more, and possibly a little bit of ahead promotion, or even are you comfortable putting flyers up, or does that make you uncomfortable?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. Yeah.
Right. Well, some people don't like asking places.
Grocery stores, I think.
Yeah, there's a couple crystal shops. There's one up in I haven't lived in San Diego in so long, but there's shops and stuff. Sorry?
There's one. Yeah, there's a crystal shop, a shop in Carlsbad. Yeah, I don't go past like Del Mar. Like, right. I don't go any further south. So, I don't know. We can see. Yeah, we can talk about that. I'll be willing to,
Perfect.
Go anywhere to put the stuff up. So yeah. And I have to talk to my dad. He's not he's not a hospitable like kind of person.
Oh no, don't worry, Cecilia.
Oh no. I can at least ask, because I have this little tiny room, but if you guys want to cram in here,
you're so sweet. It'll work out. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
I just had one more input. Randy and I most definitely will help at the event.
Huh?
I know you had posted Sundays we can do Encinitas and, like Costa Mesa or wherever. He's off on Sunday. And he even said maybe he could take a Saturday off if it was on a Saturday. But we definitely want to help with the event.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I've got that down. All right, who else has Dan?
Yeah, Ashley, I'm driving out there on Monday.
Okay.
I think I'll be there around 5 o'clock in Little Rock. And then, so I'll meet you first thing Tuesday morning. I'll send you my...
Nope, because we're driving Monday to Blytheville. It's about a 12-hour drive. Then we're getting up Tuesday morning and driving to Little Rock.
Okay.
So what I can do is once my eyes are open on Tuesday, I can send you a text. And then we can figure out what time we can meet before that event that night. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
Awesome.
And then I'm not driving back till Wednesday. So if there's some things I need to do afterwards, do you have my number? No. I know you got my email, my number's usually on there, but.
You mind just giving it to me? I'll put it on this one page. Don't do it now because it's going to be on the recording.
Okay, well, I'll email you. I'll make sure you got my contact information, but I've got the address and everything, so.
Great.
I look forward to seeing you.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it.
Sure. Is there anything I can bring?
Nope.
Okay.
Smiling face. I mean, we've got everything. I've got my own PowerPoint projector and everything that I travel with, and I have, I've got all that. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, Douglas. Yes, sir.
I'll see you in Little Rock as well.
Okay, and now what time are you coming in? You've got a long drive too.
4:35. I mean, I'll be there by 4:30 at the latest. So.
All right. Can you email me your phone number and I'll just text you?
Yes.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah, and Ashley, if you want to send me his Doug's contact information too, we can hook up at some point.
That's awesome.
Clarification, Douglas, please.
Oh, Douglas. All right.
No, I understand. I appreciate you speaking up. Awesome.
Nobody wants to shorten it. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's good. Robert, what questions or thoughts or comments did you have?
Not really a lot until we know you're coming, but how large is your travel party?
Just me and Joseph.
So there's two of you, okay.
And we sleep in the same room.
Yeah, no, that'll work. I can do that.
All right. Can you, if you have time, if I email you some dates, can you look at some venues for up there? Are you
sure. Do you have knowledge of what you want, or you want me to start digging them up?
Well, I don't know Vancouver very well, so do you have suggestions? Do you have places you've been to before, or not really? And I don't want to ask you anything that's not in your comfort zone, so please don't worry about that.
No, I don't have a problem looking at things. I don't have a lot of knowledge around the Vancouver area as far as venues for this kind of thing, but there's a couple of bookstores and a couple of crystal stores where we could put posters in once, those are available. And
well, where do you attend many events in Vancouver, or not really?
Not really. I've stayed pretty much isolated because there are not a lot of people that are on the walk up the mountain path.
I'm gonna encourage you to think beyond that, because we're gonna introduce you to a bunch of people in Vancouver. We get a lot of people that come to the ranch from Vancouver.
And that would be good.
Yeah,
that would be
that's
good.
part of what this journey is about, right? Is connecting people in who think that they're on their own. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, that would be great.
So just to revisit the help that we can use for these upcoming road shows, again, we're looking at creating that ECETI ambassador network across the country to help promote, whether it's radio shows or events at ECETI, or just being a sounding board for people in your area. There are a couple places that we do still need help with. There's a group of three beautiful ladies that are looking at the Southern California area. But in any of the venues that we're visiting, if you have the opportunity to put up flyers, to post on your Facebook or social media the information, the graphics, that would be a big help. Just send me a quick email. I'll give you the information in a second. Or if you know local online sites that people in your area visit to find out what's happening from a consciousness level, or any idea of radio shows or internet shows, if you're interested in going ahead and checking with them and find out if they're interested in and having me on, or talking a little bit about the event that's coming up, that would help. So spreading the word, that's kind of a big help to get as many people together, right? In some venues, I do need an opportunity for people to meet with the venue if I'm not going to get in until later that day and get the key. So if you're in one of the areas and that's something you're willing to do, we can chat. On site, again, Joseph and I meeting with the individuals beforehand and then going through what needs to get set up. So these are the things, as we said in the presentation, you want to help set up chairs and tables, do a sound check, set up the registration area, set up the book area, and then I'm going to bring in beverages and snacks if you do some, when you go out and run and get back. So greeters, depending on how easy it is to find the location, some will be easier than others. To be there to check people in, if those are paying at the door, hand out the raffle ticket, the handouts for the actual talk, staff the book sales, help serve, clean up the beverage area, and any stuff coming up for people. So if you are interested in any of these areas and can help out, please send an email to ECETI.pr@gmail.com. That's probably the easiest way because I am hitting the road on Monday and I really do want to have as many people that want to contribute help out. So send an email to ECETI.pr@gmail.com just with the details, your name, your cell phone, your city, and what you'd like to assist with from that presentation. Now, promotion ahead of time will be a big help, on-site setup, whatever works for you. All right, so I really appreciate hearing from you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of the ECETI community and most important for holding the light that you are. And I look forward to getting hard hugs in person with you along the way. Many blessings and have a beautiful day. Aloha.